Yo, what's up guys, Ghost here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be checking out a brand new map in Battlefield 6. Now, I know what you're thinking, wait a minute Ghost, there hasn't been a new seasonal update around the corner, like, what do you mean brand new map? Well, this guy just made the biggest Conquest map in Battlefield 6 so far. So, no, this has not come officially out of DICE, although it is using their Battle Royale map. This guy's basically taken a section of that map, put a bunch of flags all around it, and made his own version of Conquest. And in my opinion, it plays really, really well. So we are going to jump into all of the juicy details here. As always, if you guys enjoy the content here on the channel, or you find it useful or informative, maybe consider hitting that sub button. Always appreciated by me. Thank you guys so much for your ongoing support on that front. Alright, so first things first, if you guys want to play this map that you're seeing in the background right here, it is called Conquest Club House, and basically what it is the golf clubhouse from the Battle Royale map and the surrounding area. Don't let that fool you though, even though it's just a part of the map, it is absolutely massive, and I am sure it is right at the moment the biggest map available in Battlefield 6, even though it isn't a DICE official one. So to get going on this one, all you need to do is head into the community tab in Battlefield 6, go to where you input the code, and then put this one here. It is Z2WXC, and that is the code to play this map without the bots. And what I would actually recommend doing is going on browse servers, because I know that Jack's already made a video on this, and as such, people who have seen it, they've spun up their own servers, and you may be able to find a semi-full one to join. In fact, this round I've got going in the background here was a full 32 versus 32 player game on here. One of the first I've ever played, in fact, in Portal. Failing that, of course, you can just click on host and host your own server. But if you want to play against bots or with bots, you can use this code here, Z3CP6, and then you'll be able to have bots on your team and on the enemy team. And if players join, don't worry, they will fill in for the bots, and the bots will just be kicked out of the server. So, how does this map play? Well, I think one of the main takeaways for me is, first of all, just how much the scale lends itself to air vehicle gameplay. I didn't spend too much time flying around in the helicopters because, unfortunately, you know, the laser painting and the MR missile bug still works in Portal as well, and so I was getting shot down by that a lot, and therefore I didn't bother really going in the helicopters again. But the time that I did spend in them was really enjoyable, and I can see the potential of this map because the bounds are big enough this time around for the vehicle. And it's almost like it was meant to be that this video is coming out today, when just a couple of days ago we were comparing all the sizes of Battlefield 6's maps compared to past games in the franchise here on the channel. That was kind of eye-opening. I'll leave a link in the corner if you guys want to check that one out. But if you haven't already noticed, the flags on this map are absolutely massive. Like the C flag basically has 3 entire houses, like 2-story houses here that you're fighting over, and that's only on one side of the road. So if you want to clear that flag, you're going to need some serious help from your teammates to find where those enemies are lurking. Now, because this is a Portal creation, and it's made by a guy called Kurt in the Grind, and he's done a really, really nice job here, but because it is made by him, you'll notice that the on-screen UIs are a little bit different, but it works just as well as that you'll find in the base game. Even all the little audio signals, the dings and whatnot as you capture the flags, those sound really, really solid as well. Something else I really like about this map as well is just how open and bright it is. It's incredibly easy visibility-wise to see enemies running around here, because most of Battlefield 6's maps, if you think about Liberation Peak, there's snow falling all around you. If you think about Siege of Cairo, it's kind of dusty, and there's almost this fog, you know, layered over the entire map, and it's quite hard to see around. In the entire Battle Royale map, though, it is extremely visible. And I think the reason they've done that is because this is taken straight from the Battle Royale, and in a Battle Royale, you need those longer lines of sight so that you can snipe people across the map. So what that means is that if you're somebody who didn't really like the Battle Royale, maybe you played a round or two and you just thought, you know what, this isn't for me, or I only want to play it with my friends or whatever, this means you too can now experience a really nice part of this map, but playing on your favorite game mode. Now, that's not to say that it's perfect, right? This is one of the first iterations, and I'm sure this guy is going to continue to work on it. For instance, there are quite long traversal times from flag to flag, even if it's an adjacent flag. So I think what we need are quad bikes, or at least some form of transportation on the flags, or like more of them directly on the flags. You'll notice that some of them are between the flags, so you will find things like golf carts laying around and whatnot, but most of the vehicles are going to be in your team's deployment. Now, moving on from that, let's talk about the second map he's created here. It's not quite as large as the first one, and this is once again another section from the Battle Royale map, but this time it's in and around the tech center. If you guys want to try this one out, the code is Z2TFR, and if you want to play it with bots, it is Z4YCG. And don't worry, all of those codes will be in the video description as well. So he describes this one as an infantry-focused map with detailed interiors featuring areas similar to Zebra Tower and both indoor and outdoor infantry fighting spaces. Now, whilst I did enjoy playing this map, and I've only played it for one round, so take that for what it's worth, I have to say, I didn't like this one quite as much as the other. Like he said, this is more like something like Zebra Tower. It's a little bit more focused on those smaller areas, a lot of indoor fighting here, and I think the staircases and the walkways of this particular building are quite sort of confusing to me. So maybe it's just a question of fighting in and around it a little bit more and getting used to it, but I feel like we already have a lot of these experiences in Battlefield 6 at the moment. And so what I'm really looking for is those much larger open conquest maps like what we saw in the clubhouse. And if you guys want it even more grindy, he has a third code here, and this is called Operation Tech Center. So that's a bit of a throwback to, you know, maps like Operation Locker or Operation Metro, aka a total meat grinder. And if you guys want to try this one out, it is Z36S8, and if you want to play it with bots, it is Z3EY8. And it says, perfect for fans of Operation Metro and Operation Locker, this linear map revolves around a central building with added vertical fighting areas. I haven't tried this one out yet, so I can't really comment on it, but if you guys want to do that, then feel free. So these maps are pretty cool, especially for like community-made recreations, even if they are parts of DICE-made maps that have just had conquest flags, you know, put down on them. I still think the devs here have done a really good job on that. But I know the two questions you guys are going to be asking me. First of all, I'm not going to be able to get as much XP in here, and, well, no, you're not. These are moderate XP experiences, so if you care about that kind of thing and you're not just in it for the fun, although, you know, even if you aren't, I still recommend giving these a try at least for a round or two because they are a lot of fun. I personally hope to see that DICE are basically going to make like a verified playlist with all of these cool maps, and not just these ones. We've also seen a lot of other great recreations like Zebra Tower, we've seen Operation Metro is in the works, Grand Bazaar is in the works, we've seen No Shore Canals, that one is ready and playable right now. In fact, if you guys want to check out a video with all of my favorite Portal experiences outside of these two that we just noted here, there will be a link to that in the description as well. And so what I think DICE really need to do is basically make their own verified experience that does give full XP. They need to vet these experiences and then put them front and center in the multiplayer tab, or at the very least down in the community tab, so that people can play them, find them easily, and give them a try. Because without some love from DICE, these experiences are just going to become lost and basically wash away with the sands of time. Guys, as always, feel free to chime in down below and let me know what you think about these maps. Have you given them a try yet? Do you plan to do that maybe sometime over the weekend? Leave me your thoughts down there. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to stay up to date with everything Battlefield 6. And I'll see you all in the next one.